excited. Here we go. It looks different. Look at that. It looks like leather on the back. Okay. Let's see, I think I put it in windowed mode. Awesome. Okay, so, oh, so I can't adjust the volume. Add-ons. Nice. Okay. Mods, come on. Oh, you're supposed to do the mods automatically. How do I do this? Mods. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's that silly pointer thing Skyrim has. Doesn't always work that great. Okay, so here's my library. What I did was I downloaded the mods into my library on Bethesda.net. And as you can see, I just launched the game and here they are. How exciting is that? So I am I'm guessing that they're already loaded. So here, if you want to see the mods that I have, here they are. There's quite a few by Arthmore, who's updated a lot of the places. Cutting room floor, I'm pretty excited about. And let's see. Yeah, so these are by him. Let's see what else. And there's also, you can see, there's the unofficial Skyrim patch, Campfire, and Frostfall. Wait. Oh, so do I have to download them even though... Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to download them. Yeah, of course, my favorite ones are... No! Oh, I see. No, okay, wait. Just this. So I don't know if it automatically does the load order. So, okay. Download. Okay. This one. Download. Oh, I didn't want Black Victoria. Oh, no, I don't want that one. Did I? Maybe I did. It seems a little strange. I'm not sure. I really wanted to just do pretty much lore-friendly mods. I mean, I really do love the Domer stuff. And I love Blackreach. It is huge, so this is kind of a cool mod. I guess we'll try it out. Okay, we'll do this one. Next roads. So we have roads to the houses that we build by Arthmore also. Okay, so that tells me this is the Alchemist Shack, improved, so we can use it. Open City Skyrim, so we don't have those load screens every time you go in. Now, when I first played this on the earlier version, it caused problems with my computer, so hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. Alternate start, yay! So we need to have this one for sure. I'm so excited. I'll explain to you why. We're gonna need the, let's see, okay. So we're gonna do a Skyrim Let's Play, but it's gonna be story focused on our character roleplay. I'll explain all that. Let's see, so that tells me what we've downloaded. Face mask of Skyrim. So as you can see, it might not have all your favorite ones, like, I don't know. It doesn't have any of the texture replacers yet. Extra sounds, whatever. But these are pretty decent. These are pretty good. This is a great, man, it's a fantastic start. These are really good mods to start the game out with. I'm hoping that because the game is more stable, that we'll be able to add mods as they come on, maybe to the same save, the same character files without blowing it up. We shall see. For example, there was a couple of good mods that I thought were good mods, but not really appropriate for until later in the game, until you finished the Dragonborn and the Dawn Guard. That's just how I like to play. So let's, of course, if you're doing this, you can do it however you like. So as you can see, most of these are like immersion type mods. Just make the game a little bit better. Things that you wish you could do when you're playing through the first time. The mods enable. At first I found these signs kind of annoying, actually. Kind of like the faded ones you couldn't read very well, but let's just go with the full graphic improvements. Okay. These are ruins left over from the Oblivion Crisis. Yes, my two favorite ones, Campfire and Frostfall. It's really even hard for me to imagine playing Skyrim now without these two mods. This looks like it's a cool addition. Like something you can use for a player home, plus extra content. Six to 8 hours extra content. Oh, it's not frozen. Nope, we're good. Okay, so this episode is probably just going to consist of possibly installation and chapter 1 of our story. Well, character setup. So I guess I can tell you a little bit right now. Our story is about Lagerta Fairshield, her name is. She's about age 25, born and raised in Helgen. She's a shield maiden from a long line of honorable warriors. Her ancestors fought to defend Tamriel in the Oblivion Crisis. She has parents in Helgen and a brother, an older brother, Bjorn, who moved to Riverwood about 10 years ago when he married, and his wife died, though, in childbirth after they were married for a few years, and he's been living there with his daughter ever since. She's about 10 now. Her name is Runa. And when we start the game, when we open the story, Lagerta is in Rourke's dead, visiting her cousin Eric, who lives there with his father, who's a farmer. Ever since Eric's mother died, Lagerta's family has been looking out for him. And that's where we're going to start our story. Now, I guess I need to do a little bit of explaining about that because this is where we're starting our story. I'm not going to start at level 1 or whatever the basic level is. She's going to start out a bit higher level with some skills already because that just makes sense for who she is and where we are in the story. This is a good one. Cloaks for the Imperials. They always look kind of cool. Skirts, chainmail, sleeveless armor in cold Skyrim. So what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking probably that each episode will be a chapter in Lagerta's story. I wonder why this one took so long. Must be a lot of capes. Okay. Storefront, so spouse, he can actually have a store. And then Artmore added some houses and things to places that were really kind of bare, more bare than they seem like they should be for the amount of people around there. Okay. Frostfall, yay! This should probably take a while. Nope. Wow, that was fast. Good job, Jesco. All right, this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this one or not, but it has more explanation for the quests. I kind of liked it when I played through before that you kind of had to figure out, weren't quite sure what you're supposed to be doing. But sort of the charm of the game. This is nice. I really like this hearth-fired building thing, and this is going to save us some time if we can already get the supplies pretty quickly. And cutting room floor. This adds a lot of content that was cut out. It was made by Bethesda and cut out of the original game. Add some cemeteries. Lampposts to light the way at night, which is kind of nice along the roads. Let's see. Oh, did I not download that one? I guess I didn't. Okay. Try that again. Download. Yes. Okay. And some more content. Player home. Outside of Windhelm, there really isn't much around there, so that'll be cool. Let's see, we need this one for the Hearthfire mod. Again, more content. And more content. Covered carriages. Didn't you always wonder why in such a cold, rainy, snowy climate all the carriages didn't have covers on them? Unlimited rings. This is cool, so you can wear more than just one. mods as well. Adds a place to sleep, place in the Bard's College and Solitude. It's very handy. So this adds extra dialogue for NPCs. So that could be interesting. It could be annoying. I guess we'll find out. Spell tweaks. You really need some kind of tweak for the magic system in Skyrim. It just doesn't work that great. It's pretty weak. Okay, waves. We'll see how much how much burden that puts on the computer, and I think that's it. That's all of them. So let's see, load order. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's just hope that is correct. Although it seems like the unofficial Skyrim patch should be near the top. Here it is here. Options. Okay. What does reorder do? Alright, I guess I don't think this is done automatically, so I'm gonna have to go back and look. Let's go to load order. Come on. I think alternate start is supposed to go at the bottom. Let's just record this. This one. No. Okay. Jeez. Reorder. No. Okay. Bethesda might be your. Okay. I'm gonna have to stay at this point. When next mod manager gets their new mod manager done, I have a feeling it's gonna be way easier to use than this. Come on, I wanna go down. Move it. Really? Okay, there. We'll do it with the arrow. Basically want your most tricky mods as low as possible, heavily scripted ones, to make sure they do not accidentally get overwritten by some other mod causing instabilities or scripts not working properly.